Welcome to For Action Takers Only. Tonight I'm with Karol Houtman. Karol is a manager on her 9 to 5 of 11 years. She is a mother of 3 and a grandmother of 10. In her 9 to 5, she has recruiting responsibilities and built and trained teams and has managed a market. She started pursuing real estate investing last year, but didn't get focused until this year. I'm going to bring her in for our conversation. How you doing, Karol?
Hi,
Th-
Todd.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you doing this.
I'm honored that you asked me to join you. I'm like super excited.
Well, you have been an inspiration, Karol. I've seen your transparency. I met you at the my first Houston Power Hour, and was
Yeah,
nervous as hell. And you were there, and I remember meeting you and getting your number, and talking a little bit. And so you've been an inspiration because I also see you participating in the group and putting posts out there. You're putting out there how you feel and how you're with your struggles and people and helping, and I love it. So I
oh,
really
thank you.
you've been an inspiration to keep it transparent and really to reach out to people when you need the help too. So it's sometimes I have a fear of asking for help. So I appreciate when
I
I
think
see
we
other
all
people
do.
do it. Yes, I think so too. So our
Mhm.
topic tonight is going to be what's your dreams and what actions have you taken towards making your dreams a reality since we talk about taking action on this channel. So my
Okay.
first question is going to be what inspired you to pursue your dream and to take action towards it?
Well, I always liked real estate, actually. So I have like my daughter, she's the oldest. She's been like with mortgage companies and in real estate for quite a while. My grandson, though, the oldest grandson, he's in Michigan. And he actually, I got the bug from him because he was in it. I was going through him with his training, and he was making calls and he's getting leads and he's doing, and I just saw, how it like, I don't know, like really motivated him. And I'm like, oh, this is like really, really interesting. And then I was watching like a lot of the YouTubes. I think like we all do, we watch all the YouTubes and things like that. And I've watched Pace for quite a while. I've watched it for
Mhm.
quite a while. And it was interesting because I felt like as I was watching him and go through it, I thought he was brilliant. I thought what he was doing and what he was putting together was absolutely brilliant. And I had like that twinge of fear, just a little bit like, I don't think I could get into this and do this under this type of an individual, right? And
Hmm.
then one day, things come to me in a very interesting kind of way. So it was kind of funny as I'm shopping one day, and I get this twinge like, this is what I'd like, this is what I want to do. Why don't you do it? And it's like, because I'm kind of afraid of him just a little bit, but it's like, but he would be the one that would challenge you. And I'm going to tell you, it was like at that moment, it's like, that's right. I need that challenge. And so I joined SubTo.
So how long have you been in sub two now?
It's been about 4 or 5 months. I joined in April.
Okay, April. I joined right after you then. End of May is when I
Hmm.
got in there. So
Hmm.
right after you. All right. Can you share with us a specific moment or experience that motivated you to start turning your dreams into a reality?
It was honestly looking at what I was doing. So I said that in my 9 to 5, I really wanted to start to prepare myself to exit. And I literally gave myself probably about, I said 3 years, 2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 more years. But it's time to start to exit. And so I wanted to make sure that I had a strategy in place in order to be able to do that. And I've always felt that real estate was the way to make that exit. It would help me to, I don't know, I say like, I don't want to just live life. I want to be able to experience it. I want to be able, there's certain things that I want to be able to do, and also too to be able to leave the legacy for my family. So it was planning and saying, when am I going to exit? When is that going to happen? So It was this year that I just said, this is it. Get it together. It's time to move forward. So
All
kind of
right.
like that. Yeah.
Started taking action, huh? Is that when you got?
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
how many of the power hours have you been at before that? Was that your first one, or you been to the power hour before I met you?
No, actually, that was the first one when
Oh,
I
okay.
met you. That was the first one that I went to. Yeah. And I
All
loved
right.
it.
That was an interesting situation too, and just the positiveness I got out of that was amazing. It was amazing.
Hmm. It was. And the leaders just to, I mean, you don't think about it, but because when I was just like had all these questions, and for like Jeff and Andrew just to sit down and just talk with me, and try to answer some of the questions that I had. But I mean, the patience, that support, the encouragement, all of it was fantastic. So
It's mind blowing. It
yeah,
is. Yeah.
yeah, it
All
actually
right.
is. Yes.
All right. So, what are some of your biggest challenges you faced while taking action, and how did you overcome
Time.
those challenges?
It's time.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah, because the job that I have is all encompassing. I mean, it can just absolutely take over your life a little bit. And so I had it was a struggle. And the struggle was, how am I going to be able to do this, what I wanted to do? And so I'd be up early in the morning just to be able to kind of write out like, okay, what's my plan going to be? And it would be something that in the 9 to 5 that would take over and I wouldn't be able to meet it. So I was in this fight, man. I was in this fight, Todd, like you would not believe, in order to be able to say, how am I going to do this? So after, I think you saw my post this morning, after I had to go through what I went through last week, you talk about turn you completely around. It turned me completely around like you would not believe. And I just said, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to do the tug of war, the pull and push and pull. I'm going to set my time, and I don't care what's going on. I'm going to stop and I'm going to do at that time my real estate. I'm going to do it. On Saturdays, I'm going so strong. Saturdays and Sundays, I know that's my day where that's all I'm going to do. When I walk out of my office at 6 or at 7, I close that door and I'm not going back in. I'm not looking at anything. I'm not doing anything. I don't care. What I care about right now is making sure that I'm taking action every single day. I'm taking a step forward every single day. And, that gets me towards my goal. So, like, I have a board over here, and my board, I have what I have to do in order to be able to reach my goal. So I know like how many calls I need to make. I know my KPIs. I know what I got to do. And
Wow.
so like for my 8 to 5, 9 to 5, just like I know my KPIs and what I got to do with that, I put that right over here. So it's in my face for my real estate business every single day. I'm looking at it.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So, are you set on a schedule since you have a 9 to 5? How are you working this in with your 9 to 5?
So I came to the realization you can't serve two masters at one time. You cannot. And so for my 9 to 5, I have my schedule. I stay to it. I don't look at my real estate piece of it. I don't. However, like at that 6 o'clock hour, I shut the 9 to 5 down. I come and I sit, and I don't care if it's reading, if it is looking at a video in the vault, if it's attending like a Zoom call. I have that scheduled every single day. If I can take and do at least 5 calls or 10 calls, if I can do it during that time, like in the evening, I'm going to do it. Right. So I've scheduled very rigorously like my schedule, and I stick to that schedule, and I'm not going to let anything like distract me away from it.
Good deal. Good deal. Can you share any advice or words of encouragement for listeners who may be hesitant to follow their dreams?
Well, if
Yeah.
you're
Give me
hesitant
some
to
words,
follow your
yeah, give me
dream.
some words of encouragement. Yeah.
I know. Seriously, let me tell you something. Two things. One, tomorrow's not promised to anybody. It could be
Uh,
over in a second. And secondly, is if you think that your position or your 9 to 5, that job is going to be there forever, it may not. And one day somebody could call you up and say, "Hey, can you get on a Zoom with me? Because they're about to fire you." I had went through
mhm.
that. So I know what that's like. So it's like when everyone says you have to know your why, you have to know your vision, and you have to be very clear about that. And I sat back, seriously, Todd, I sat back and I said, is my 9 to 5 going to get me where I want to go? And the answer, I weighed it all out financially, time wise, everything. And I'm sorry, it was not. And there's so much that I say that I have to offer. I need to move forward in this direction. And the real estate, it's not going to become my life, but it will allow me to live my life. And that's what I'm trying to get to.
Well, great. That's awesome. Hey, how has taking action impacted other areas of your life?
I would say it has given me um, it's impacted me in a way. It's kind of almost hard to describe a little bit when I work in my house, so I work alone. Even though I'm new to Houston, my daughter's here. Her schedule's busy and all of that. By no matter what, getting up on Saturday and going to like the Power Hour Houston has given me like that outlet. It has given me the community, and SubTo has given me the community that I really need, that I need to have. So it's impacted me to say, I'm not by myself. I have a community, right? And that community is here to help me. I embrace it every day. It's been like unbelievable.
It has been. The community is it has
Oh my
blown.
God.
It's been like nothing else. I can't believe it. I mean, just the way people are so
Yeah.
helpful in every area. The meetups. It's definitely been a life changing experience for me too. I mean, it's
Hmm.
wild. I can't believe it. Every day I wake up thinking about, wow, you got these people helping me to learn this. I haven't gotten a deal yet. I'm not too worried about it, but there's people still helping you to get there. I got people giving me, call lists, and I'm able to
Yes.
cold calls on a daily basis, and people helling out. Hey,
Hmm.
we're gonna help you out. And we're gonna get you to that first deal. It's gonna happen sooner or later.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah. I made it the best community ever. I love it.
It has been. It has been. I love it too. Everybody I've met has been so positive and uplifting. It's just I've never been across or come across anything like this. So, and it's been great meeting you. Great doing the power
Yeah.
hours. I look forward to seeing you more at those. And I really appreciate your time, Carol. And we're gonna wrap
Thank
it up with that.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. I
No
appreciate
problem.
you.
I appreciate
We'll see
you
you
and look
next
forward.
week.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing more of you through Project Forward and all of that. So
Oh, yeah.
let's
Oh, yeah.
go.
All right. Let's get it.
All right. Well, with
Bye.
that, I'm gonna cut it out, and then thank you for your time, and have a wonderful evening.
You
And
too.
I'll
Bye,
send you
Todd.
a link to this as soon as I get it done. All
Okay.
righty. All right. Well, you have a good evening.
We'll see
Talk to
you.
you later.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.